So my friends, those hills in the distance are the Peak District, the Roaches, Hand Cloud. Sorry, I'm on quite a busy road, so you're going to have to put up with the traffic for a little bit. Hand Cloud, Ramshaw Rocks, that area of the Peak District. I am a little angry though, and I'm going to show you why. I've walked a little bit past. Now, there's still nothing stopping me, but they have done everything in their power to hide a public right of way. And this happens all over the UK. If it wasn't for the OS app, you wouldn't know these paths existed. It's disgusting. Is it this one? I think it's this one. So let me show you what they expect us to just realise. That's a path. And look at the state of it. Got to walk through 6-foot high nettles, and then there's no obvious path. And I am curious to go down just to have a look in some woodlands. What I'm doing today is I'm on a recce again for a wild camping spot, and as you know, I'm looking for a new one. So yeah, let me do some thinking. So if you wondered where we were, we're in Brown Edge. I've decided I'm not going to go down that path because that is, for a start, if I went wild camping down in those woods, people in those houses would see me. I'd have to go stealth, which I don't want to do. And yeah, it's all wrong, But yeah, we're up in Brown Edge. I've done a few of these on my own, only little ones, but I thought I'd bring you guys along with me today. For the last few days, the weather has been grim in the morning. It's currently 20 to 12. And then it's brightened up in the afternoon, so I'm hoping that's the case. And we're just going to have a good mooch about, see what we can find, see if there's any woodlands we can go looking in, and got the drone, so winds up, well, the winds aren't supposed to be too high, but I mean, I am high up here. I'll have to have a look how I am actually up, but so obviously the winds are higher up, the higher up you are. So yeah, that's what we're on. We're on a recce. We're wild camping tomorrow. I know I've said this time and time again, but we really are wild camping tomorrow. No ifs, no buts. We are doing it. We're doing it somewhere with phenomenal views. So as we're getting here, because this is somewhere I've wanted to bring you guys for a long, well, ever since I started YouTube, and I've never done it. So because this is getting a bit of a long scene, I'm going to stop it and virtually start it again. Okay, bring you back in a literally minute. and they've had to put those notices up because there's been a lot of trouble here. So welcome to Marshes Hill Common, one of Stoke's landmarks, because it's one of the, it's like Malcop on the other side of the valley, one of the really high points. I can't believe it's took me this long to bring you here, because I never even came here with the videos that I deleted. So yeah, this is Marshes Hill Common, and we get grand views from the very top. So that's the valley that we walk down. Just do a bit of a zoom for us. Yeah, in my last video we walked down that valley. We've walked across the top, well, from Malcop anyway, many times, so it's about time we came up this side. And as you know, I'm desperate for a campsite this side, so fingers crossed we find one on this little recce. For those watching in another language, a recce is checking things out, having a look for things, basically. So yeah, it is a beautiful area, it really is. Can't believe it's been this long since I was last here. Right, I'll bring you back at the top. I should have brought my walking pole so I could point things out. So I'm looking for a wild camping spot, ideally somewhere in that little woodland. But if we look over the houses and over these first few fields, that's the Peak District hills, they are. I camped, I think that's Gun Hill. There's my finger lining up with the camera. Yeah, pretty much. That's where I camped back in winter. There's no way I could camp up on here, it is just too busy. People come here for sunset, because I've never actually been here for sunset, but I imagine it's an amazing place for one. Plus I've got Sunset Hill next to me. But yeah, a very popular place. It says no mountain biking because of idiots like me 15 years ago, because it was great for mountain biking. I'm not gonna lie, but I think even back then it said no mountain biking, but yeah, that didn't stop us, and I've seen some tyre tracks already, so it still doesn't stop them. So just a quick pointy outie. So we're looking south into the heart of Stoke-on-Trent that way, Hanleys. So you can kind of see, I don't know if you can make out the chimney of Chatley Whitfield. I'll zoom you in again. So that's the chimney of Chatley Whitfield. Yeah. And then you can't see the spoil heap from the colliery in the nature reserve next to me, but you can see one there, you can see another just next to it, and as I said in a previous video, I don't know if it was, I think it was one of the early morning videos that I did, there's quite a few of them in Stoke-on-Trent, because it was known for the pottery and coal mining, so obviously there's a few of them, and it'd be good to visit them. And as I've said, even though it's a tough climb, the one at Central Forest Park, we'll do that one when I do my inner city video. But right, I think it's time to so yeah, these are just hard for you guys to see, pointing you. So yeah, Chatley Whitfield Colliery, and if I point you guys up, yeah, so you got Chatley Whitfield Colliery, and if you follow your finger up, the chimneys there, and then it's got Hanley City Centre, which is Stoke-on-Trent City Centre, and then further afield, the Wrekin, Brown Edge, which is where we've come from, the Berwyn Mountains. I haven't spoke to you about that. They are very close to where my brother lives. My brother lives in Oswestry, and we are hoping, well, planning this summer to get over there. I mean, I haven't seen my brother in 2 years, maybe even longer. So it'd be great for, because everyone drives past, and I was guilty of this. Everyone drives past the Berwyns, you look at them, say, oh, they look good, I'll have to go for a walk on them sometime, but you're on your way to Snowdonia, or you're coming back from Snowdonia. So they are so quiet, and you know me, I love my solitude. So I thought, what an ideal thing to go and have a 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours on the Berwyns, and have an hour's hike with my brother. So yeah, that's another thing that's a potential possibility. So I will do some B-roll because we're getting the heather. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. So guys, I've got you zoomed in as best I can, but don't worry, I've got some decent phone video. But that's like a replica Neolithic stone henge type thing. It's actually, I think, to mark the people who worked in this area and what they did, but I can't be sure. But as I suspected, we are going to end up in the Knipsley Pool area, so we could end up going down that valley. We won't go all the way down the valley. I'll show you a little different route, and if what I think is going to happen, I've got my little clip on, so I can clip you on for the little danger zone I have to do on the hike back. But I've never been down this. We go down past a farm, but I have never been down this public footpath either. So you know me, I love me new areas. I don't think we're going to find anywhere wild camping wise. I do know of a spot down here already, but I'm not complaining because of what I know I've got coming up in the near future. So yeah, lots more exploring up on that ridge to come, don't you worry. Phone video guys, but I just wanted to show you this. Andy brought me here not so long ago. We don't think it's Neolithic or anything, but we think it's Andy did tell me, but he also told me a lot of other things, so forgive me. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Just gotta say guys, I've never seen a public footpath like that. So I saw this arrow and I just assumed it meant take a right down in the field, but it literally means go right along here. I've slid this open so I can get through, and then I will pop over and slide it back. Countryside car. Like it. I like it a lot. Just a quick one guys. We are going to end up at Knipsley Pool, but we're going to end up we're going on paths. We've got quite a lot of walking to do before we do, and it's all on paths that if I have done them, I've done them when I was a kid with my mum and dad, and I mean like below a 10-year-old, because I have no recollection of walking these paths, so this should be interesting, and I'll show you the sights. So guys, it's been a while. Well, for you it's been a second, for me it's been a mile of uphill, should I add. That second field, so not this first field, the second field, that's where I camped when I camped close to Gorton's Well. Now, I've not done any filming because I'm on paths that I've been on many times before. It was only a short path, that one I'd never been on. And then before I knew it, I was on a path I'd been on and you guys have been on, so there was no point filming anything new. Again, I'm on a path that you guys have been on, but we're heading to a totally new path. So I just thought I'd bring you an update. So got a bit more, this is more gentle uphill, because I had some steep uphill, and it's one of them muggy days. That's all we get at this time of year. We don't get that dry heat, we just get that sweaty heat. Luckily I've got me buff that's not a buff with me. I have used it just to wipe the sweat away, but if there's much uphill on this new path I'm taking, then it'll be going on for the first time. And so we find the new path, not a new area. As I look over my hometown of Biddulph. But it is fair to say, I've never, well, no, I have actually been in this field before to do some drone flying, and it might be a good field. If the path takes us the way it looks like it does, it could be another good drone field. So I'm getting itchy fingers to get the drone in the air. So, and the weather's doing what it's done all week. It is slowly brightening up, but I'm more bothered about tomorrow. Hopefully get a decent sunset and a sunrise, because where I'm camping I've got to be up and gone early. Not ridiculously early, but no later than 6:30, 7. So yeah, but I've been in this field, but I've never walked in this direction, so I'd better get the old OS app out. Couple of tacky things to talk about. I got an email yesterday from Cyberlink saying there's a month left on my Power Director annual subscription. That's the main video editor I use and I have used, and all in all I really do enjoy. And I also pay separately for the iStock music, and that is fantastic. There must be thousands of songs on there, literally for every mood. But you know, is it time to move up to DaVinci Resolve? That's what I'm pondering. I've also got to ponder which way I'm going actually in a minute. I should have done this video. I tell you what, we'll carry this little chat on in a bit. Back on track. Only a 2-minute detour. Yeah, do I move up to DaVinci Resolve and then get myself Epidemic Sound, who seem to be the main music providers, though like I say, iStock, who I currently use, they get a full 10 out of 10 for me. So yeah, so I've got that decision to make. I mean, I've been with Power Director since I've been doing YouTube, and they just get better and better. Though they are putting more of the money into AI. And even though I have a bit of fun with AI, I'll never put it into my main videos. So yeah, that's a thought. If they're going to put all the money into AI and I don't want to do AI, then maybe DaVinci Resolve's the way to go. And it is the way to go to learn more, because that is the premium video editor really. And the other thing, we've had the first glimpses of the Osmo Action, DJI Osmo Action 7. Now they are only glimpses and they're only people's guesses, but my God, if even half of it's true, that's my next camera. I'm on the Osmo Action 4, which is like the equivalent to, some say the GoPro Hero 11, others say the 12. I don't know, I just know it's a fantastic little camera and loads better than me GoPro Hero 9. But yeah, the Osmo Action 7, wow, if half of the rumours are true, that'll be my next camera. Thankfully that won't be coming out till next year, because money. Just want to say a quick thank you to Field, as just over these trees is an Ipersley Reservoir and the Serpentine, and I have just got, without a doubt, the best footage I've ever got of both lakes. I'll be honest, I flew right over one, but I don't know which one it is. I will have to review when I download when I get home, but yeah, nothing fancy because the winds are way stronger than they were forecast. So, but still, yeah, well happy with got what I could, should we say. So yeah, I'll no doubt add that to this little be another walk, won't it? It'll be another Edge of Stoke-on-Trent, the beauties of the Edge of Stoke-on-Trent, volume 3, I guess. But we are definitely wild camping tomorrow, without a shadow of a doubt. Even if it rains, we're camping. So yeah, I aren't that bothered that I didn't find anywhere. I didn't expect to neither, to be honest. So she may be able to make out through the trees. We are coming now towards Knipersley Pool and the Serpentine, of which you have seen quite a bit of in my last video, so I probably won't record until we get somewhere new, which could be close to that valley, because that's my quickest way home. Not through the valley like last time. We'll be going the somewhat difficult way, but the more direct way. So that might look rather familiar, because it is. We are heading down the valley, but trust me, not for long. No matter which way I go home, I've got a steep hill to climb, so I'd rather get it done sooner rather than later. So yeah, I'll show you some of my route out of the valley, and then, like I say, I'll probably clip it on me, because it's a bit too risky holding this and walking that dangerous road. But yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I'll show you bits of me getting out the valley a different way. So guys, something I didn't mention when we did the valley walk is these little trickles that come down. They don't come down the dam, but they must leak through somewhere. But it's these little trickles of water that just let me get you. Better. It's them that keep the feeders going, and it's the feeders that keeps the Cordon Canal navigable. And what I mean by navigable is so the narrow boats can cruise up and down. So, and that's what all the works were, so that now I think there's actually water coming under these fields. I think that's why it's fenced off, to be honest, because I remember when I came down and I did it, they had all big piping all across here. There was backhoe diggers up there. I'm surprised they've cleaned it up so quickly, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure there's water flowing. Yeah, under that field, all to keep the Cordon Canal going. And something else I must show you on one of these, though it won't be the beauties around Stoke. It'll be an inner Stoke video, but I'll have to show you where the River Trent. Well, where the River Trent rises is absolutely beautiful. That's up on Biddulph Moor. But where the River Trent turns into a stream or a tiny river, nothing like you see in Nottingham. Let's get over this. Yeah, I'll have to show you where the Trent rises. and then where the Trent turns into a proper river. Now, not so long, well, yeah, just a week or so ago, when I last was here filming the valley, I had a nice straight walk all the way down there. Not this time. This time I'm going up there. So I will bring you back at certain places. So you remember at the start of the walk I was talking about paths that don't get advertised, or you wouldn't even know they were there if it wasn't for the OS. This is one of those paths. I mean, I only knew to go up that hill because I've done it many times before. This is not the most solid of bridges, and as you can see, it's make your own way up kind of thing. I honestly feel that there's only me that uses this path. I really do. I'm sure there isn't, but I'm sure I'm not. But yeah, that's the feeling I get. But yeah, anything of interest, anything of beauty, or if I see a good drone, I wouldn't mind one last drone flight. Saying that, as I climb higher, I feel the wind again. We'll see. But I have a lot of uphills, and then downhills, and then one big uphill. It's and I know when you look at some of the drone videos of my last video, you might think it's not a steep-sided valley. Trust me, in places it really is. And this is one of them places. So guys, you can see a lot of today's hike. Now, I'll be honest, I cheated. I got the bus from my little village, which is just over about 1.5 miles in that direction. I got the bus down the valley, up the valley, and then I got off the bus kind of behind that big white building, and then let me zoom you out, and then we walked across the top. Now where I'm pointing now, that's Marshes Hill Common. That bit I told you that everyone likes to go for sunset and mountain biking and things that they shouldn't. And then we walked all the way around the back of Marshes Pool, where I got what I'm hoping some good drone shots. I can just see a slither of Marshes Pool from here, but I doubt you guys will make it out. And then yeah, instead of walking down the valley, which we did in the last YouTube video, we're walking up the steep side of the valley. But at least I'm on a kind of path. I think the top bit, me and the farmer use. Apart from that, I don't think anybody else uses it. I bet he started wondering, this is suddenly getting a bit more flat. Who the hell is using this? But it is a public right of way, because I used to walk to my mum's, well I still do. I haven't yet this summer, but and I'd usually walk through the nature reserve and then the open cast coal mine, the flat bit, the straight bit, the quick bit. And I remember one day I thought, I wonder if there's a more interesting way, and sure enough I saw this on the OS. I mean, look at it. This is a public footpath used by, like I say, two, yours truly and the farmer, I reckon. But that's how I came across it, and it's a great quick way to night pool. And it's just good to know about, because like I say, I don't think many others, I have to watch my footing, I honestly don't think many other people know about this path, which I kind of like. And this I'll leave you on, just because this always makes me laugh. Just get past these nettles. You've got a stile randomly next to the path. So I'm guessing once upon a time there was a fence that came across here, and that was the stile. But yeah, so yeah, as I say, apart from that very bottom bit, which I've just got to know because I've done it that many times. Now there's just the faintest of outlines, and in a minute I'm going to have to strap you to me, because it's that dangerous road bit that I have to do. So I'll probably bring you back, or I'll probably talk to you after I've got through there, hopefully safely. So my friends, you can see how well maintained, how long has that been on there? Certainly the 90s, I doubt the 80s, but some of this wood, I'd say, crikey, don't even stand on that. So this is the first part that you can actually make out a path. The rest of the way down to the valley you wouldn't know there was a path unless you knew there was one. And you can see it kind of snaking up the hillside. But I just noticed a great photo opportunities across that of Brown Edge, so looking back to where we started. So yeah, just go and grab a quick photo and then upwards. Okay guys, I'm coming to you via point of view. Well, my shoulder's point of view. I only do head straps if I really need to. Now I only need to be on this road for a tiny bit, but just being on it for a tiny bit, you'll soon see. Now they say you're supposed to be on the side of the road that the cars are coming at you from, but I've always struggled with that concept. I think it depends on the actual road you're on. So I tend to do a lot of crisscrossing. Like I knew for a fact that guy could see me from a good way off, assuming he was watching where he was going. The one time I strap you to me for this road, it'll probably be just gentle drivers. You usually get people coming around here at right speeds. Honestly, I hate doing this bit of the road. Thankfully, I only have to get to where these houses are. And the weather this week, I've never known it be so consistent. Grey and miserable in the morning and then slowly break up. It's 20 to 3. Could even be in for a sunset later. And I still haven't done Sunset Hill. I've looked every night this week to see if it's going to be a cracker. Because again, if it looks like it'll be a cracker tonight, I'll go back out. Though we've still got a month or so left to get that one done. Well, it looks like, and as is often the case, we've had very careful drivers on the one occasion. So the next time I do this and I don't strap you to me shoulders, I'll be fearing for my life, because this is where we cross over And that's that done. We'll take you off there. Just before I put you back on the tripody thing, this is the path that takes you down to Chatley Whitfield. So you've been on this path before. So in many ways we're not far off home now. Well guys, I thought I'd do the outro on familiar ground, as this is kind of where it's brought us out. I guess this will go down as another the beauties that surround Stoke Walk. So the next time I do one of these walks, we'll have to go over to the west side or the south side. I do like the south side because there's another nature reserve similar to this one called Park Hall, and it's epic. So we could end up there before summer's out. I don't know. I just know I can't take us in this direction. But what I can tell you is we are camping tomorrow. So yeah, no ifs, no buts. If it rains all day, I don't think it is or will, but if it does, we'll sit in the tent all day. But yeah, we are camping. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much. I wasn't sure where we'd end up on this hike. I just knew I wanted to go to Brown Edge and have a mooch around there. We've done that. Got some shots of some drone shots of Night Pool, so again, happy with that. Got well further over the lake than I've ever done before, so yeah. I think as I make my way out, thank you so much for watching, as always. Really means a lot to me. Back to camping tomorrow, as I've said numerous times. If you've enjoyed it, you enjoy this content, please hit the like. It would, you know, I'm not one of those who's going to go around and say smash the like button, but if you've enjoyed even 3/4 of it, hit the like. If you've enjoyed it all, why don't you go over to your mobile phone and hit that hype. I want to see if someone hypes me video, what it does for the algorithm, for my views. So if someone felt so obliged, I would be very grateful. And again, if you're into outdoor stuff, that's all we do here is outdoor stuff. I want to say mainly camping, but just lately it's been more hiking. But a mixture of the two. Then give me a subscribe. Subscribe. I would be very, very grateful. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, appreciate it massively. And I will see you all with my tent on the next one. Bye bye.